Trader Joe's lemon myrtle and spearmint oils, man. That's how we set the tone off for this podcast.
It's like be some sexy shit up in here.
Smells amazing up in here.
While I talk some battle rap.
Word, what you got going on, France? What essence do you got over there?
Hand sanitizer.
You on that basic shit.
Right.
No, you know you can't be
hold on.
and you got that basic shit.
Hold on. I got some fancy one. I got Bath and Body Works. So
no. Let me tell you what them bitches like. Bitches like flowers, or we like warm scents like vanilla.
France over there playing Ari Lennox in his headphones and whatnot.
I love Ari Lennox.
See, it told you.
Shea butter,
cocoa butter.
I love Ari Lennox.
Mix them all.
Scents, either floral or warm scent.
Floral or warm.
Okay, that musk.
Ooh.
That's for the old lady. So if you got you an old head that's paying your bills, then get the musk.
The cedar wood.
The cedar wood. But if you got you a young end, we like warm or floral scent.
Smell like a cigar bulb in there in France's crib, man.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's rock.
All right. 3, 2, 1, push.
For what? It's all getting recorded on one thing.
Damn.
Back up.
I got to back up, baby. It's all getting recorded all on one.
All right, so let's do that next time. I'm ready.
Yo, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, back with another edition of Battle Rap Brunch. We got none other than CC on air joining us today. We are about to turn up. The Quarantine Dream Team is in the house. How y'all doing, players and playettes?
What up, though?
Hey.
I'm doing good. I've been self-quarantined. I got my stuff together, okay, before the mayhem.
Facts,
okay,
man.
Y'all need some toilet paper? I can FedEx you one roll.
That's the new currency now. Like you order food on Grubhub, you got to give like tips as like hand sanitizer, or tissues, or toilet paper.
And it's a good. It's the 2-ply, the Charmin, thick, bro.
That's
is this like jail currency? Like giving all these toiletries?
It's like
you want? You want one? You want two? You want a package? What you want?
You like, I got that sanitizer. I got the toilet paper. I got what you need.
You need some paper towel? You need some
all that. You need some Lysol wipes, all that.
Right. What you want?
Oh, man. CC, what are some essentials that ladies need during this quarantine time to keep themselves at peace and at bay for all the tomfoolery that's going on right about now?
I want to hear this.
Girls need toilet paper.
Okay.
I mean, man, y'all can use newspaper. Y'all be good. Ladies, we need toilet paper because we can't have no yeast infections during months to come. Okay, we need some real toilet paper. Okay, if you could get you some wipes, but make sure you're washing your ass.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the time to be saving showers.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Wash your ass every day.
Because think about it with the ladies, friends, they got to double up, man. When we go to pee, we just pee, shake that thing, we out of there.
Sometimes y'all don't even wipe your dicks every day.
Oh.
Okay, but women, we can't do that. We have to be ladies. We have to be ladies, and we have to take care of our vajayjay.
Oh, that is a fact, man. That is a super fact.
What's your quarantine snacks?
Cheez-Its.
What I
got that big old family pack of Cheez-Its, so I'm good.
I got I had got some plantain chips the other day, man. As
y'all
know,
plantain chips too, dog.
Yo, I'm a Trader Joe's freak ball. I went there on Saturday. Man, I got enough stuff to last me at least 2 weeks. I got the plantain chips for the snacks. I got their little olive oil popcorn joint, man, for the snacks. It's fire.
You fancy during the quarantine.
See, I make it back to the hood. I make it look fancy. These things are cheap as hell. And they're better for you. And they taste good. It ain't my fault. When I went there, the line was organized. The lady was like, "Thank you, everyone, for standing online and being so understanding of what's going on right now. We have plenty of groceries in there for you, so we're letting them in one at a time, and you rest assured everything will be fine. So just thank you for cooperating with us." We're all on the line like,
well, you know,
thank you.
A supermarket is chaos. dog.
No, it wasn't. France, I went in there.
No,
I had a
whole. I'm saying in New York.
In New York.
Oh, I know y'all got to bet. It's 10 million of y'all in our little island.
Yo, I went in there. I had a whole aisle to myself. I could stop, look, read the ingredients, put it down, look at something else. No old ladies hitting me in the back of the ankle with her cart or nothing like that. Yo, but it got kind of ill though. Like when you got to pay, yo, there's a line there, and homeboy, yo, this is a real sassy Latino dude who was who was handling my groceries. Pause. That sounds crazy. He was like, "No, my friend, you have to stand behind the line." He was like, I was like, "All right, well, here you go." Take the card. I stood there, scanned everything, swiped out. I was like, "Yo, I'm out of here." I was like, "This was great, man." You know, Corona aside, this was the best shopping experience I've ever had. I must have spent an extra half hour in there just because it was so empty.
Well, I'm jealous because, you know, me and the heathens, we shop at Kroger, Meijer, Walmart. So it's all for ourselves. First come, first serve.
At least it ain't C-Town.
Before I do.
France,
I'm taking the last rolls. Toilet paper, bitch.
Yo, France,
it's mine.
Tell her about C-Town.
It's in my cart. It's mine.
Listen, the C-Town was pure mayhem, dog.
Tell her about C-Town.
It's just pure mayhem with like different age groups per aisle. So it's like you have like the parents in like the produce area, and like and then you have the lazy parents in like the frozen area trying to get all these frozen waffles and frozen pancakes and sausages. Then you got the kids in like the cereal and cookie aisle, and then you got like. Right. Then you got a variety of ages by the deli, and there's a whole line there everybody trying to get cold cuts. God damn.
It's crazy.
Dang,
man.
Y'all gotta have y'all sandwiches though during the quarantine. You gotta have a sandwich.
Hey, listen, you're damn right. I got myself
Netflix and chili. You know you need a nice sandwich.
I got half a pound of honey turkey, half a pound of Swiss.
Yeah, I like the turkey. I don't do ham right now. You know, I'm trying to watch my pork intake.
Salam alaikum.
You know, the turkey is good for you.
Yo, let me tell you, man. You know, I'm not going to say I'm doing the Hollow the Dawn diet because he's like, oh, I'm part vegetarian, part vegan, part pescatarian. I'm like, no, you're not part all of these, Hollow. You can't say you're part. But for the most part, I don't really eat meat that often. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, I had to get me a thing of tuna, a thing of ground beef to go make some pasta, and I had to get me like a whole chicken cut up. I'm like, listen, man, I ain't trying to do this every day, but I need something. You know what I'm saying? So got mad fruits and vegetables. Yo, my juicer is working overtime. I'm making all kinds of fresh pressed juices.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up. I live in Columbus, Ohio right now, so this is a meat state.
Hey, I'm in Cleveland
City, and there was a lot of produce, but there was no meat besides the plant-based.
Yo, all that soy meat. Oh, that soy meat, nasty.
Yeah, the soy meat and the fake ass cheese that don't melt, that don't nobody want. It's not creamy. It's dry.
You can burn it like plastic. It's kind of crazy, man. Listen, everyone, y'all need to. Y'all gotta kind of watch it, man. Everyone who's going crazy with all that meat that they're eating, yo, it's just going to leave you all inflamed. All the soy is going to lead to nothing but inflammation.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
And if you do get sick.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
So go get your turmeric, go get your ginger, go get your fresh fruits and veggies. Juice it up, work out, meditate. France be playing Ari Lennox in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Music Soul Child.
You checking on your garbanzo beans?
Yo, we making garbanzo beans tonight.
Don't let them burn.
Hell no, man. We making them joints tonight. We ain't playing. Got the kale jumping off. It's gonna be all right.
Oh my God. Look, I'm a survivor, so I'm gonna eat whatever. Man, if they got a bucket of chitlins and it's me or death, come on.
I draw the line there.
But I will tell y'all though, yo,
we taking it back to Alabama.
You cut up the ham, but then you have the chitlins?
Yeah, what's up with that? You tripping. Like, what's up with that? You're like, look, I won't have any sliced ham, but please give me the bowels and intestines of the swine, please. Make sure all the defecation has been removed from it.
Oh, yeah, you got to wash your chillers. You got to watch them.
Your churlins. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, though. But Saturday, though, I know I'm talking all this healthy talk, but Saturday, It wasn't no Trader Joe's. I hit up that after I went to Trader Joe's, right? Because that was for the 2-week period. I had to get my cheat meal. Yo, I went over to Giant. I went over to Giant Eagle. So, you know, that's more hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they had the 8-piece fried chicken fresh out of the fryer. Ooh. I grabbed that bitch. There's this other section where they got like this pre-cooked mac and cheese that tastes pretty much real, like real mac and cheese. Then they had like the Bob Evans mashed potatoes and all that. Yo, I got all that, came home, whipped that up. Yo, I was in a stupor. I was in a coma. So if I'm going to do the cheat meal, I'm going to make it count. And I ain't going to lie to you. Giant Eagle's fried chicken is better than Popeyes, KFC.
You lying.
If I'm lying, I'm flying, and my feet ain't left the motherfucking ground. Word to oops, yo. Wow. It is amazing, man. I can't front. I don't know about their sides. You know, their little sides look a little janky. But the fried chicken, though, I don't know who made it, but it's fire, man. It's off the hook. So I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it count, man. It was off the hook.
All right.
Crazy.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm telling you, man. You know, I know they got a Giant Eagle down in Columbus because I used to spend mad time in Columbus.
Eagle. I don't usually shop at Giant Eagle because that's where all the bougie white people be at.
Oh, word?
And they sometimes be rude. Oh. And I don't have time for rude people right now in my life because I will go off.
we got all kinds of mixtures of people over there, man. You got the people that look like you definitely getting an SSI check every month.
The heathens don't go to Giant Eagle. We don't go there.
Okay.
That's a case waiting to happen.
Man.
When you know them old white ladies that tap on your arm because they trying to get like, oh, don't tap on me, ma'am.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-mm. No, if you need me to get you something because you can't reach it, just ask. But don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. You don't know me.
Like, I don't work here. Like, don't just be tapping me like that.
They rude.
I know I'm black, but I don't work here. Okay, like, chill out, man.
Oh, they rude. They think if you look anything like a minority, you work there. It's like, excuse me, ma'am, you see my part? Don't you see my part I'm pushing?
Oh, man, I remember I had to check myself one time. This lady tapped me and whatnot, and I turned around like, and she was like, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to reach those up there. Would you mind getting it for me? And I was like, you know, if I was really short and somebody who was significantly taller was next to me, I might ask them to. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right.
Don't tap on my arm like
word. Don't tap like I have to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bitch, I don't know you. You're not my grandma. My grandma dead.
You ain't me, mom. Word to mother, man.
Maybe that's the Detroit in me. I'm rude. I'm sorry.
Man, but you know, this whole quarantine thing got everyone acting just a little bit different from themselves. But France, one thing that never changes is battle rap. There's always something going on in the world of battle rap, even when people can't congregate with the congregators. So, France, man, what is going on in the world, brother?
We just had the Geechi Gotti and Nu Jerzey Twork battle drop.
Oof.
So
every fucking bar.
Oof.
You know when these battles like linger after like a month, and you're like, all right, maybe the people will change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
The narratives will shift. Somebody will make an argument. You know what I mean? Nah, I think upon further review, there's less of a case for Twork than it would be. You know,
it's clear, man. It was a clear sweep. And, I mean, the only thing that you could, I guess, want to argue if you really tried and you were like the most hardcore Nu Jerzey Twork fan is maybe the first round. But honestly, dog, I ain't trying to go that far. I ain't trying to dig that deep to see if I could find some way that he won that round. It was clear.
Twork looked unusual. Like, I think it was all just miscalculated. Like, he didn't time his haymakers out, I guess, and he thought he was going to get bigger reaction for every single bar that he had, and when he realized he didn't, he was huffing and puffing, lost a little bit like the momentum. Some of his bars are okay. I think it's just miscalculation plus a dead audience. Like, Twork isn't that guy that you could put last on the card because he needs all the energy in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I had a line here that I nitpicked just for the fun of it, and I put on the timeline.
Okay.
And everybody's going crazy. You know, Twork had a bar. He was like, Geechi's from Nutty Block. So, you know, all a bunch of nut flips, nut bars, nut this, nut that.
Pause all that.
Twork was like,
female.
Twork was like, Twerk was like, leave a nut on the carton like almond milk. And then I stopped to myself for a second and said, wait a minute, I drink almond milk.
Yeah.
Almonds are nuts.
Aren't almonds
you
nuts?
You have to say pause every time you take a sip of almond milk now.
Take a sip of that nut milk.
It's gonna be like pause.
And you can even Google this, Vlad. Almonds are not nuts.
What are they?
Fruits. They're fruits. They're
almonds
part
of
the seed. They're part of the seed inside of it. So they're not nut.
Well, you still got to pause that. Who's drinking fruit milk? You know what I'm saying?
And
I know it was a nitpick. I know it was a nitpick, but I said, fuck it.
We're not going to do this.
Let's just throw it out there because there's nothing else about this battle I want to talk about.
So you want to talk about nut milk versus fruit milk?
You hung up on the nuts. Literally.
So check this out. You know, I tweeted out because I'm getting killed online. I'm like, guys,
as
relax.
You should be.
I'm like, guys, relax. Like, it got all you guys riled up. This is petty. I did my job. John the Don chimes in. He goes, "Oh, now you backpedaling." And I thought to myself. I said, you know what, John, tell the world about how we pistachio.
Oh.
Tell the world about your amazing
macadamia.
My macadamia. Almond. Pistachio.
I was there for that, right? And John was doing his thing that battle. He was clearly beating Geechi, right? Then all of a sudden he goes into this ridiculous nut ass scheme, and we're all standing there like, boy, what are you doing right now, man? Like, leave the nuts alone. Like, we don't need no nut bars when it comes to Geechi Gotti. They don't hit. They all sound ridiculous. Everyone from New York is going to pause you no matter what. And we can't be stretching the macadamia.
He's from Yonkers. Like, I know people always say he's from Atlanta now, but no,
he's from Yonkers.
So he know that.
He's a transplant.
Nah. It's all about the pistachio.
The macadamia. Like,
man.
But you see, talking about the almonds and the nuts is better than talking about Twork and Geechi. The battle of the almonds.
You right, man.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Now, I will give Twork a little bit of leeway. Now, we all know Atlanta crowds are trash.
Oh,
okay. Plus, he had a lot going on,
too. The fact that they made that a free battle, like free for anybody to walk through, I can sense that a lot of people in that building didn't understand battle rap. Okay, so I will give Twork that, and that people did sleep on some of the bars that he was saying. Like, he had like a 7-day bar. That went over a lot of people's heads. So I will give Twork that. But what I'm not going to give Twork is the fact that, yes, he was not prepared. He did not show up. His second round, he Jersey. His first round, he fucked up the strapped in. That shit did not hit. And, I mean, like, even whether you say 3-0 or 2-1, it's not in Twork's favor. So he lost.
It was a clear loss.
I want to quote you, Cece. You tweeted out, regardless, I still love Twork, but at the same time, if we're gonna keep giving him passes, he's not gonna get better or elevate to his highest potential. Twork and Geechi should have been a classic and out of this world.
That's a motherfucking fact. Because that's what I do. I speak facts. I don't comfort. I don't coddle people.
Oh.
That's what, like, when it comes to Twork, not just Twork, there's other ballers that get this coddle treatments. Like, if you really love Twork, if you really want to see him reach his full potential, stop coddling him. Do not tell that man he won this battle.
Stats and facts versus feelings and emotions.
There's people on the app, there's people on Twitter right this second that are saying, don't worry, Twork, you won in my book. Don't tell that man that. Do not lie to that man because you're not helping him.
Word.
Because I want to see Twork reach his full potential.
And I'm hoping that by joining NWX that some of these, bad habits can be curtailed a little bit and we can get to see the best Twork that we get to see. So I'm hoping that this union brings forth a better Twork for everyone.
I do too, because like I said, he hasn't reached his full potential. Like, I mean, what he's doing right now in battle rap is amazing.
Right.
And that's even with all the cons against him.
It's all raw talent right now. It's like France would say, like, you got Zion out there and he's just all raw talent, just athleticism, some court awareness, but just being able to do more than others can naturally do. Once he's in 2-3 years into the NBA and he understands where his opponents are supposed to be, where he's supposed to be, where it's going to be madness. So I'm hoping this is the same thing that happens to Twork, man.
Bruh, he's doing billboards.
That's a fact.
He's on billboards. He getting mentioned by Drake and other industry cats, which is great. I'm never gonna wish no bad on nobody.
Super facts.
But you still got to show up when these battles count. Like this battle, you and Geechi said this is for the battle of the face of the URL.
And I think we know who that is.
And right now it's Geechi.
Mm-hmm. That
hands
is a fact.
Down.
He shows
and
up
I love
to the
Tay-Rock too, but everybody gets their season. And right now it's Geechi's season, and he deserves it because he shows up every damn battle.
Every
period
battle. Word up. France, what else is going on in our world, playboy?
Yeah, I'm glad there's still a lot of little circulating news going on. The timeline is going to be jumping with Twork and Geechi all day long. After, especially if you start to nitpick the performance, you can never criticize any of these two guys. But also on the timeline, 40 Cal has been relentless, guys. There has never been a better time to be quarantined with your phone and nothing else to do, because this guy, I mean, I think he's tweeting at all times of the day, Vlad. He's tweeting at 2 a.m. He's tweeting at 8 a.m. He's tweeting in the afternoon. He's tweeting in the evening. There's not a moment I don't see him tweet.
Well, see,
bruh, he found one of my tweets and I didn't even add him. I was like, yo, how y'all talking about this 40 and Ill Will battle? I may be wrong. And he was just like, no worries, sweetie. A lot of y'all were. I was like, wait a minute, sir.
Wow.
Wait a minute, sir. Hold on, pump your brakes. I ain't watched the battle yet.
France,
pump your brakes.
I could relate, man. I'm right around the corner from 40 years old, and 40 got to be at least 40 years old because we are in the same bracket. You wake up all hours of the night. You know what I'm saying? You drink water at 10, you waking up at 2. You might wake up again at 4:30, and you're damn sure going to be up by 6:30 going, why am I awake again? You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand why he's tweeting at all hours of the night. He pops open his eye. 56 messages there. Let me go through this and start terrorizing some people before they even wake up.
Bruh.
But he terrorized E-Heart something crazy.
Okay, y'all not gonna keep on coming for my E-Heart.
I didn't come for E-Heart.
No, we're just letting you know. We're just letting you know what 40 Cal's doing.
I'm about to say, shout out to E-Heart. She was also watching Timbaland and Swizz Beatz battle last night on IG. Sidebar. Hey boo, I saw you. But y'all not gonna keep on coming for E-Heart. I'm not having
Vlad,
E-Heart.
You know what was my favorite?
Was him dirty.
My favorite was when he was tweeting Pat Stay, and he's like, man, but you the man over at King of the Dot. I can't even go in there. There's barely any. Well, you know what I'm going to say. And I'm like, what? And now he's just coming at everything. Like, this is no stopping this guy. Like,
he's been in the rap game for like damn near 20 years, 17 years, whatever. I didn't know this man had such a personality. It's like you look at these guys, they're like characters, they got personalities. You would have absolutely zero clue. And I'm like, win, lose, or draw, I'm here for 40. I'm a 40 fan. I'm more of a 40 Cal fan than a 40 Bars fan right about now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I mean, 40 Bars, she redeemed herself. She did.
That she did.
We ain't no hate. And I always rock with 40. But as far as 40 Cal, I'm gonna need him to watch how he talked to my boy Cal.
Oh boy. France,
because that right there, I've been lurking.
You've been herking and lurking on that one. What do we think about that situation?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm gonna say this for 40 Cal.
Okay.
He did a better job than Cassidy, J Mills, even Enes, because y'all forget Enes got killed by DNA when he came back.
That's a fact.
Okay. So 40 Cal overall, as his first return back to the sport, did good compared to them. But y'all acting like this man, like, risen battle rap to like new forms that we have never seen before.
Well, if we're being honest,
y'all need to chill.
You have to hold some blame for this, right? Because Ill Will, in my expert opinion, are a complete fault for this. Ill Will didn't finish the job, in my expert opinion, put the battery in the back.
As far as what you mean for my expert opinion?
Like, Math, Misfit, and Knowledge are just sitting there, did not even tell him he lost the battle, but he did good. They just acknowledged the fact that he didn't die, And then he did better than what they expected. The bar was so low.
He still lost 2-1.
But nobody is telling him that. That's the problem.
But why? Why are y'all scared of 40 Cal? Like, I mean, what? I don't understand that. Like, and I think that's what Cal was saying. Like, Cal, and I think Verb too was co-signing it. Like, y'all giving him a pass because he did compared to Cassidy and other people. Like, no, he did bad. He had horrible fucking bars from time to time. Like, it was times where people were just probably like, what? What is he talking about?
But he made it competitive versus your main man from the Murder Mitten.
Okay, Ill Will, that's my boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yak in Detroit, we're back in loving arms again since Ill and Cal are good.
Right.
But like, okay, I gotta be real because everybody want to get us Sue Surf because he didn't get the job done with Reed Dollars.
That's a fact.
And like John and everybody was saying, if you let him get one round on you, you lost.
Yo, should that be the new standard now? You have to 30 someone who's returning after 10 years plus, or you got to feel the heat?
I think so, because it's like, what's the point if somebody can listen, there's not an activity in the world that you cannot do for 10 plus years and still come back and do it really at a high level. And if you're somebody doing it all the time and this person comes back and you're competitive with them, then what does that say about you? You're supposed to show a gap in skill. You're supposed to show a gap in competition. Like I don't know if you guys have ever played a sport growing up, right? But if you have, don't you feel some type of way if you're playing basketball every day and this person doesn't play for 5 months, comes on the court, and he's somehow like giving you a hard time? You're like, yo, I play every day. Like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, I'll be in my feelings. I'll be following bitches on the court. But
play 92
that's
feet,
just who I was when I played basketball. My coach would be like, take that bitch out, Cece. I'd be like, I got you, coach. I got 3 fouls to give. Let's go. But
Cece Lambier.
But
the bad boys.
I mean, okay, but I mean, I thought Ill Will, like, going into the battle. I ain't gonna lie, I was talking all kind of shit. I was like, 40 about to die. He ain't coming back after he see Ill Will. But
yo, we said the same thing.
Ill Will left the door open for him to fight another day.
France, listening to 40 talk on all the radio platforms and on Twitter, he played possum. Because remember, we were like, yo, he's not talking crazy. I don't know, man.
No,
he doesn't. He said he didn't spar.
He hedged the entire situation.
He's like, no,
genius.
I didn't spar with anyone. But he lied. He sparred with Math Hoffa in the park and all that. And I was like, yo, he lied to us. He pulled the rug out from under our feet and whatnot. And he had what some are calling it debatable. It's not really debatable. He lost, but he left. Ill Will left enough room there for all the Harlemites to go out there and say, nah, man, my man got that first and third. You know what I'm saying? God. I'm saying the Harlemites. I'm not talking about anyone outside of those 100 blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said about Twork, if you want to see your mans do good, stop lying to them, okay? 40 did eyes.
He did.
He may have gotten a round.
He kind of got the third round.
I don't think so. I think he got the second round.
You think he got the second round? That was Ill Will's best round.
I don't think so.
France, are you drinking that Bronx water without filtering it?
The third round, how could he have gotten it? It's not a real angle. It's not true. Don't do this.
It don't matter. You know
this
how
is
many
battle rap, bruh.
Lie
Come on,
in
man.
a round about other people.
Yes, and I don't credit it.
Oh, now he's not credited.
Most of these battle rappers lie anyway.
Calico's daddy was not lost, all right?
Houses and shooting
he wasn't around.
The baby.
His Calico's daddy was not lost. He grew up and raised Cal. He just had to go to college for a few years, and then he came back. He was never lost. But is that a real angle? Because Loaded Duck said it was a real angle. And everybody's like, oh my God. Calico's like, I know my daddy. I'm talking to him tomorrow, man. Yo.
He sure did knew his daddy. And y'all run with it to this day about him being a lost nigga. Y'all run with it to this day. To this day.
Exactly. We ain't never even seen Loaded Lux's father. Where's Lux daddy at? Nobody ever questioned that, did they? And if he's still around, if he's not around, Lux, I take that back.
Now,
Yeah, I mean,
he better be happy I couldn't make it to that battle because I would have been right behind Calico. Like, where's your daddy? Where's your daddy?
Easy, my Nate.
We know his daddy. Where's your daddy?
Exactly, man. There's too many angles that have been fake. Nobody's running up in there and terrorizing people's grandmas and hitting them from the back and all this foolishness.
Okay.
Like, we ain't doing that.
Look, I don't know. The content his second round was just better for me. Like, he actually has some pretty good material there, honestly.
You think 40 Cal's second round was better than Ill Will's second round?
That's the only round I give him.
Wow. So
You
now they...
And guess what? Because we have a shift of perspective, there goes your debate.
Well, then there you go, brother.
Wait a minute. Didn't Ill Will start his second with a rebuttal? Was that the second round?
Well, every round for the most part.
Exactly.
But I have Will winning the battle. I'm not subscribing to 40 Cal. You did amazing.
I mean, even 40 gave Will a second round. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, 40 Cal gave Ill Will the second round, but Francis over here going, nah. So there you go. It's a fake debatable now.
Being a nitpicker. He just wants smoke. He just wants to be in that smoke, in that line of fire.
At the end of the day, this is Ill Will's. This is Ill Will's responsibility for just not closing the door.
Word.
No, I'll give you that because if I got to keep that energy with Surf
and Twerk,
I got to keep it with Will.
Mm-hmm.
As far as y'all should not let none of these men get around on you.
Facts, man. And goods.
Period.
You let Cassidy get the best round of that battle.
Then you have 40 Cal out by 125th on fairway, right by the fucking Harlem River with J.R. Ryder. They both in minks and they both having they're having victory lap interviews.
Not even that cold. It's not even that cold outside for no damn mink.
They're having victory lap interviews as if they both just like won a 2-on-2 title together.
But you see, friends, this is where it goes back to old school actual promotion and from the DVD eras. They know how to make things look good and get ahead of the narrative. My man pulled up in an i8 BMW, lifted the doors up, and had the white collar looking crazy, and his man's pulls up in some blue mink. It looks fantastic.
That shit was smooth though. Let a nigga roll up on me with the blue mink. I may be like, hello.
This is what I'm saying.
What's your name?
These other battle rappers, they lose a battle, win a battle. It's just like, oh, I might give him a second or whatever. There's no rollout, no post game promo. I got to give it to him, man. He's keeping things spicy, and that's what you got to do in this game.
My thing is this, though, because Cassidy was talking spicy.
Crazy.
But he didn't perform. He didn't show up on stage.
No.
If 40 Cal can get better, his next battle, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it, man. And you know what? It just lets his next opponent know that, okay, I'm going to really have to try to give a clear separation to this skill level and show people that he can't hang with me, man. Like, this is not happening at all. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. What else we got on this list here? Give me 1 second. What else? What the hell we talk about? Speaking of the Dipset and staying with them and my man with the blue mink, J.R. Ryder was addressing Cortez also. Cece, did you see that one?
I saw him. Don't nobody like Cortez. I swear on God.
Why? He's dope.
Like Cortez.
No,
I ain't
man.
saying nothing. I'm just saying nobody like Cortez because now everybody trying to say JR could just come in and just kill Cortez. I'm just like, y'all just don't like him.
What? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where this Tez slander came from. I don't know what's going on, why people are doing this. But I'm like, yo, Tez has been around. He's been one of the more reliable battle rappers that we've had over the past 10 years. Like, you know what you're going to get from Tez. And it's like, this guy has not battled in, you know what? I've only seen one video clip of a J.R. Ryder battle, and that was on the street, and it was barely over a minute long. So we have nothing to go on, like literally.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, I'm not going to act like I've seen J. Ryder battle because I haven't.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen him battle.
At least with 40 Cal.
I'm not gonna believe no street myths.
Right.
About him.
At least
I'm not gonna believe it.
Right.
Like, is Cortez my favorite battle rapper? No. But I'm not about to say that somebody I've never seen
ever
before
ain't never seen him battle at all.
That's pure hate. It's like, you've never even seen this. How do you even know? They'd be like, well, he could rap.
That means nothing,
that ain't
man.
the same.
Nah, man. Because, I mean, at least with 40 Cal, we saw the Fight Club battles. So there was something to go on. Cassidy, we saw him battle Diz. So at least we had something to go on. J.R. Ryder, all I saw was a split second of a street battle.
And I ain't even seen that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, for people to go out there and be like, Tez would lose, y'all gotta be hating, man. Hating for no damn reason. But his whole thing is, if, you know, people wouldn't want to put up the chicken for Cortez to make it happen. But Tez is like, yo, man, I got industry homies that'll put the bag up to make this happen. So he's really trying to put JR into this corner. And this thing is going on for 2-3 years now. And I'm like, yo, JR, at some point, bruh, if the chicken is there, you got to do it, man.
I hate when people always use that as an excuse to not battle somebody when the chicken is there. Like, we've been waiting on you.
Nah, man,
where are you at? Don't worry about the money. And the money is there, but we're not about to give you the money if you don't sign on the line.
Oh, man, they got to see that check first, man.
They can't afford me. What you mean?
What are you worth, brother? What
you mean? Your man's just put in. What you talking about?
Facts, man. Now
what are you talking about?
I want to see this one happen, man. And Cortez, you know, you heard what we've been saying about Ill Will. You've heard what we said about Surf not putting Reed out of his misery. If you let J.R. Ryder believe that he got a victory, you're never going to hear the end of these cats. And then I'm pretty sure Hell Rell will come back and start battling, man. You're going to have a whole Dipset tour going around battling everyone on URL, KOTD, RB. He's going to get crazy.
J.R. Ryder, just make sure you bring Cam with you, okay? Bring Cam, okay, or Jen with you, okay? I'm here for the Dipset reunion as long as y'all bring them two people. Let's go.
Cam versus Chilla Jones.
Okay.
Chilla.
Because that's what I want to see.
Let's make it happen.
For real.
All kind of minks happening up there, man. It's going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy.
Where's his friends?
I don't know, man. You think the Rona got him? He done passed out on us.
See, that hand sanitizer, I could tell that was some weak-ass, off-brand, mostly water hand sanitizer. That didn't do shit for him.
See, that's why I had to spray the bad spirits away in that room, man, with that super lemon room spritz. You know what I'm talking about? France ain't have none of that. All that juju up in the Bronx, it's starting to... He's suffocated from that shit. He's like, oh, man, I can't take this no more, man. I'm about to pass out. Word to mother. But see,
because I know he got something to say about this JR Tez.
His phone probably died. His phone's like, man, I can't take this no more. You said he won what round?
Hold on.
Man, what do you trying to do?
I'm gonna try to get him.
Be like, bring your ass here, boy.
We gotta save him.
Word.
Hold on. Come here, friends.
We gotta call the emergency first responders over to the Bronx.
Oh, damn. I can't add him.
Nah, his phone probably died. He's probably recharging it up. But
he said not connected. Well, I'm ringing him.
But in the meantime, in between time, K-Shine's been on the timeline talking about this Pat Stay battle. It's got him staying awake at night. He can't sleep at times. He had a dream that he lost to Pat Stay. And
Who said this?
K-Shine. And he said, oh, hell no. And you know, everyone else was chiming in like, yo, man, I've had dreams like that. If you ain't have dreams like that, then the guy who you battling is not dangerous. Shine also has says that he's back to his 100 raps in his mind getting stored. When he ain't got nothing to do, he's just writing raps. Do you think that Pat Stay might be K-Shine's most difficult battle due to the type of character that he is. And what is Shine facing going against Pat Stay?
Yes. It's because Pat Stay is just like one of the ultimate style clashes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look who's back.
The Rona didn't get you. Hey.
Yo, my brother stepped over the Ethernet cord.
Oh.
Bro. Don't be doing that.
Facts, man.
But
we
no,
back, though.
we talking about Pat Stay and K Shine.
Ooh.
Well, we was talking about before then. We was talking about Tez and J.R. Ryder.
Yeah, J.R. Ryder has to see Cortez. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Make it simple. His battle rap interviews are doing more numbers than his music videos. That's the match that Cortez stylistically wants the most. He says things like, "Oh, Cortez not lyrically worthy of me." Like, what does that mean? Like, that means nothing. That means nothing. If people are gonna pay you, you're gonna put whoever's in front of you to pay you. Right? So, J.R. Ryder, if you're really not trying to battle, don't criticize. But you're going to battle because 40 Cal and you are doing Mink videos, and I can't wait for you guys to pull up the next Mink.
Yo, Fred, I said, yo, if Cortez does not do his job and like clearly, and I mean without a shadow of a doubt, get rid of this guy, we're going to have a whole Dipset reunion. Hell Rel's going to come out of retirement because you know he did 106 in Park, and they're going to be the Mink boys running around town taking over RBE, URL, and King of the Dot, man. They're going to have a whole Dipset reunion.
But you know what, though? J.R. Ryder is not the easiest assignment because I feel like at least lyrically he has the content to compete.
But I was telling Cece.
We ain't no. Get him.
There's only one small clip of him battling on the street. One small clip, and it's not even all the rounds. So we really have absolutely nothing to go on. And
for sure.
At least with 40, we saw something. With Cass, we saw something. With Reed, we saw something. With JR, only seen half of a round on the street.
But JR Ryder to this day is still a better like lyricist and puncher than 40 Cal was, and 40 Cal was able to coast by with some decent lines. I'm sure JR Ryder is gonna at least have decent punches, delivery, and all the other nuances of battle rap. I don't know if he has. Obviously, that's where you have to question him. But his pen, at the very least, you have to say, all right, well, he'll probably be one of the better guys lyrically to come back.
But Tez for Tez wanting to battle him so bad also, because Ill Will, it's not like he was like, yo, I want to get 40 Cal out of here. I need 40 Cal. Tez is like, yo, if I get 40, he ain't gonna, if I get JR, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna prove that he can't hang, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cortez. And he's going to have to body this man. Like, get him the fuck out of here.
Keeping that same energy.
We have to, man. And I'm from Brooklyn, and Tez.
But you know what?
Jump, you gotta.
I think J.R. Ryder wouldn't be as risky as 40 Cal. Like 40 Cal took his return in Atlanta, and he's just like, I don't care. Like he really did not care. And I'll give him that. That was bold. But J.R. Ryder would be like, nah, I'm making my return in New York. Wow. And I feel like he would try to pull the sorcery and like overstuff the venue with like old Dipset fans and J.R. Ryder fans and people from Harlem. And then Cortez feels almost a little bit of pressure.
Listen, man, they gonna go where that chicken is at, and we know ain't no battle rap events going down in New York anymore or anytime soon. So a match of this magnitude is more than likely not going down in New York, bro.
Sidebar. So how is the URL Crucible, who said they gonna do a tryout in New York along with like St. Louis, Seattle,
but see,
that's not some other cities. How they gonna do it in New York?
That's not really like an event, from what I understand. It's more like American Idol style. So you may have 3-4 people sitting at a desk. These two guys come in. They spit their rounds. Okay, this guy can make it to the next round. So it's going to
be more undercover and low-key.
Right, but once it gets to the round of 36, then they're going to take it, and do those battles where people can come and watch those battles or whatever. But that first initial round where they just chopping everyone off is just going to probably be rent out some room or whatever, have them walk in, and let them spit their bars. And that's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Back to programming. Just wanted to know.
Yeah, so it's probably not going to happen in New York. So that's going to be out the window.
K-Shine and Pat Stay, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the
we
match.
We talk about it's a style clash, and that
yes.
K-Shine had a dream about him losing to Pat Stay.
Yeah.
And I said that with Pat Stay, it's just so tough because it's like he's funny. He has charisma, which I know for men, y'all don't like to say other men have charisma. No. But as a woman, he has charisma on stage. Like, and I know like Shine, he's aggressive. He got the bars, but it's something about Pat Stay that separates him from just the punch. You know what I'm saying? He's very dangerous.
That's a fact, man.
Because he can go from funny to like aggressive
and lyrical,
funny,
and lyrical too.
Spit some lyrical shit. Like it's just.
He's got the neutralizing factor, where like you can be performing your heart out, and in one bar and in one stare to the crowd, neutralize everything that you just did for an entire round. People are just like laughing. They forgot what you were doing. And then, boom, he can switch speeds on you immediately, right then and there. Pat Stay is super dangerous. And I don't blame Sean for having little scary nightmares of losing to him.
Oh, he better not take it like it ain't shit.
He can't. But what? See, but I want Sean to stay Sean, though. Like, not necessarily try to go into Pat Stay's lane or go too far away from what he normally does. Because that's when you start to get in trouble. Because Pat Stay always stays Pat Stay. People always try to adjust to him. So I feel like it's almost like, who's going to outwill one another? Who's going to be the best version of themselves to try to prove like, yo, listen, man, I'm not going into your territory and you're not going to make me go out of my territory. Like, we going to have to, it's going to be two Rams batting heads and we're going to see who's standing still after this joint.
I feel
that's what even Pat says. He said that's what most people, that's their most mistake. They try to be like him and you can't be like him. There's only one Pat.
I mean, like, Pat Stay's elite, and he's in his top form right now, and everybody sees him as this guy that's like can negate everything. This is who he's always kind of been. But you and I, Vlad, we've been following Pat early King of the Dot days too. He's not unbeatable neither.
Right? No, he's definitely beatable.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah,
because the narrative now, the narrative now is like, oh, how do you beat him? And it's like, well, just follow the game taste of how people beat him before.
Right. Let's break it down.
Who has beaten Pat Stay, in your opinion?
Well, wink,
for
wink,
the
right?
listeners, because that's probably what they thinking. Like, well, who you think beat him?
Well, wink, wink, right? Like, because this is a little with an asterisk, but Marv 1 beat him, right?
Yeah. Another Detroit. That battle
Calico might have got by.
He sure did. I was waiting on that. Come through.
The Detroit.
Calico with the bad boys Detroit moves, playing dirty, man.
We sure do. That's what we do best.
Hey, listen,
dirty.
This ain't fair. This battle
one of Vlad's favorite battle rappers beat Pat Stay, Big K.
So do you think size is going to play into effect? Because, you know, K-Shine, he's so little.
Yeah.
He's so little.
Well, I think of like Tay-Rock and DNA, who both battled Pat, and they both kind of like were neutralized and they were stopped. But K-Shine is much more versatile than Rock and DNA. Like, he could perform more. He's more original. He can do some kind of... He'll have to bring out something that he's never done before. And I think that's what interests me about K-Shine. You put him in a spot where he's like, yo... I actually don't know how to beat this guy, and I have to get in the most creative I've ever gotten. I have to do things that I've never done before. And I think that's was like interesting because for Pat Stay, this could be another walk in the park, right? Or another day in the office, I should say. He just does what he normally does. But K-Shine has to tap into a whole nother bag. So it makes you say, damn, like, I'm intrigued to see what this guy looks like, motivated or when his back's against the wall.
Word. In my T.I. voice, K-Shine the 5'7" with the soul of a 6'4" ninja. All right? He's not going to let Pat Stay's height or size make him feel like he's the lesser man in this battle. When Shine's on that stage, all of that is negated.
point.
He's just
always been the little man. He got that little man syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
He'll let
he
you
ain't
know
gonna
that.
let nobody push him around.
Exactly, and he'll let you know that. So he's gonna be his bark is louder than some of the more physically larger battlers that are out there who can't personify, their aggression like that. So I'm not worried about that. But boy, both of these guys are going to have to bring out all their bags of tricks, man. And
yes, because it's not a walk in the park for Pat either. Because K-Shine, arguably...
he hasn't lost in a couple of years.
Arguably, right. I was about to say, arguably, he hasn't lost in a minute.
He hasn't lost in a couple of years either. And I don't think he wants to lose. I don't think he wants that feeling of losing. So he's definitely going to come with...
That's real.
Yo, he's been like this since the summertime. Since last summer when we saw him at Queen of the Ring. He was like, yo, man, Pat Stay, I want to battle him because, it's a challenge because I feel like I could lose. And you can see it when he battles these other guys.
I respect that.
He's like, yeah, I know I could beat this guy. And, look when he battled Clips. His first round, he came out smoking. First round was fire. Then the next 2 rounds, he's like, oh, man, Clips ain't even really trying either. Here you go.
That's why I wasn't excited for that battle. I was not excited for that battle. I knew it was going to be something.
Clips,
I knew it.
Clips brought out the old Razor flip phone for that one.
Battle again. I will never watch it again.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be one of those Harlem on Harlem battles, but it was
so
a dud.
They didn't give a damn. It was a check. Let's go. Let's get this damn easy ass money. No hard feelings. But what y'all think about that NWX gas?
What you mean?
You think Pat Stay gonna be okay with the NWX gas?
Oh man, Pat Stay is a world class battler. Ain't no gas that's gonna throw him off.
Pat Stay battled Rock where the arena was against him, and he literally had somebody behind him antagonizing him. I think no crowd bothers Pat Stay. Pat Stay battled in the crowd that didn't understand English and rocked the room.
Word, troll the hell out of him too. Man.
I don't know, man. That NWX gas, man. With Verb, I was just like, yo, this is some new level gas shit. They is not coming to play. They brought all their friends with them. Whenever you hear us yell, you yell. Okay? You don't even need to catch the bar. If you didn't catch it, don't worry about it.
Yo,
whenever we yell, you yell.
My favorite thing was when K-Shine was battling Geechi. And his man slightly, kind of, sort of, maybe reacted to something Geechi said. He's like, you want to yell, you go on that side. He's like, you don't stand on this side. Go on that side there. I was like, yo.
That's real. I'm not going to hold you up. I feel that. If I was a battle rapper and you're not rooting for me, you ain't on my side.
Or you better hold that in.
If you ain't rooting for me, you trying to see my downfall, don't be on my side.
Oh, my gosh. Yo, that's one thing with them Harlem cats, man. That's what made the whole T-Rex and Head Ice beef go down, man. He's like, you standing there, you laughing at math bars, and we both from the town. And he's like, what?
Ice was laughing though. He was trying. He was trying to he hold his hand over his mouth, but he was doing a little head nodding though.
I'm like, bro, we humans, yo. You can't help humor. If something is funny. Yo, one of the toughest things to do is to not laugh at something that's hilarious. And I'm like, come on, dog. But these Harlem cats are different, man. I'm telling you. France is right across the bridge from Harlem, man. He knows.
Facts.
He knows.
It's so uptight sometimes. It's got that they got that edge to them where it's nothing's funny when it's not supposed to be. And it's chillax, enjoy life a little bit.
It's
man.
it's just New York, period. I don't understand why y'all say Detroit people are mean. Y'all the mean ones.
The problem is our meanness is just how we have to come off. This is normal to us. Us talking this way, we're not really trying to be mean. It gets this mean in the other 49 states, but this is regular talk to us.
Detroit is a third world country.
Excuse me, sir?
What?
No. I mean,
excuse me, sir?
It is because of the water and all that, right?
But first of all, let me tell you something about my water in Detroit. Our water is good. That's Flint. Okay, Flint get their water from Detroit. It's they pipes that are bad. It's not the water that is bad. So what you're not gonna do is come from my city, because all we was trying to do was supply the water. Y'all need to fix your pipes.
Have you seen the amount?
There's no other third world country state in this country other than Philadelphia.
Have you seen the amount of abandoned homes in Detroit?
What about Philly? What about Philly?
We working on that. We working on that.
You know what? Y'all do got some real estate investment opportunities out there. I ain't gonna lie.
I was about to say, it's as long as you're clowning, you're missing your opportunity to buy and sell. That's what you needs to do.
I understand, man. I understand, but it's different out there.
Let me tell you something. Detroit is coming back, and I'm gonna say one other thing.
What that is?
It's gonna take Detroit to save all y'all motherfuckers, because we're gonna be the ones turning our fucking plants into the ones building these damn masks and all these goddamn medical supplies and all these tests for your little motherfucking ass to get tested with that Rona. So thank me later.
Hello.
Thank me later.
Okay.
Thank me later.
Okay.
When we saved your grandma's life because she got the test.
No
for the
shade.
Rona. Thank me
shade.
Later.
No shade.
Don't get me started on my city.
Oh man,
you know I'm sensitive.
Y'all are some of the proudest people on earth, man.
We sure is. You can't say shit about us. We can talk shit about our city, but you can't.
Friends, who's more proud? People from Detroit or people from Puerto Rico?
Who's more proud?
Yeah.
What?
Yo, the Puerto Ricans I grew up around.
What about a Puerto Rican Detroit?
Do they have those?
Puerto Ricans in Detroit? There's a lot of Mexicans in Southwest Detroit.
Okay, all right. Well, we know what they doing out there.
Cousins.
Yeah, I know what they doing out there. You know what I'm saying? Take that interstate all the way from Texas all the way up to Detroit and Chicago and all that. You know what I mean? Hello. Hello. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
And Windsor right across the bridge.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Come through. You want to go to Canada and do business?
Listen, man. Everybody got what they into. We know there's a whole bunch of them over there in the Southwest side.
Okay.
You gotta go. Word to mother.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
France. Oh.
We were wrapping up with K-Shine and Pat Stay, and I was going to segue because I still got some more K-Shine news too, actually.
Oh, let's go. Breaking news.
Not necessarily breaking, but Loaded Lux had an interview with 15 Minutes of Fame a while back, and Uncle Ra clips these things up, chops it up, and drops it at a later time. He's smart.
He was ready for the Rona.
He was ready for the coronavirus. He's got a bunch of these things saved in the
hip hop is real. They smart. They smart with the we're gonna record it today, but I'm gonna drop it in 2 months.
Or he's like, man, what I got in this file here?
Yeah, because that interview was like in January, I think.
Hell
but
yeah, I remember that.
That's smart though. Instead of dropping a 2-hour video, you could just chop it up, and they will last you 2 months.
That's a fact. He can't.
Ain't nobody got time to sit around and watch no 2-hour video. Well, maybe right now.
Especially when you tackle a bunch of topics too. So like,
yeah.
Unless you're just trying to listen to someone's expert opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Well, even Hoffa chops up his segments, like the good ones.
Yeah, post de facto.
So Uncle Ra asked Loaded Lux the possibility of an NWX battle, NWX versus Loaded Hollows, because he wants to see him on a 2-on-2 again. Loaded Lux says Loaded Hollows versus NWX was a conversation.
I need to see that.
Like, it hasn't been brought up to the forefront yet.
But they talked about making it happen.
But there's been a conversation, and it looks like honestly NWX there's nowhere else for them to go but Loaded Hollows, right?
No, it should be there's nowhere else for Loaded. Well, listen, NWX is the apex. They're the pinnacle. They're the zenith right now.
But they're going to be the B-side if they battle Loaded Hollows, unfortunately.
Why would the best tag team be the B-side?
I think they shouldn't be, personally, because they're the best 2-on-2 of all time. But if you put Loaded Lux and Hollow on a flyer, their names are going first no matter what. You can admit this.
Listen, if I'm K-Shine and DNA, I'm putting it in the contract. I'm putting it in the contract. Our name goes on the top of the market.
I concur with you two. I just know how this business works. Loaded Lux is not going second for nothing.
Man, listen. They gotta go, man. They gotta be put second.
Every single Loaded Lux flyer I have on my wall right here has his name first. Literally. Even against Murder Mook.
Yeah, but in this 2-on-2 world,
and we know how that ended.
Hello. No, man, but that's a conversation they better be ready for, man, because NWX smoke is different, man. And
look, everybody thought Look, no. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to put respect on NWX because every time they take on a 2-on-2, a new form 2-on-2 with some hitters, everybody act like, oh, we don't know who NWX is. It's y'all. No, it's their chemistry. I really feel like their chemistry is nah.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying that Loaded Hollows didn't work good for the first time together. They did a really good job with that being their first time, and Lux having his ego. And Hollow did a great job.
What do you mean, Lux having his ego?
What you mean he ain't got no ego?
No. You said with Lux having his ego. Well, like break it down. How did the ego show up in the battle?
With somebody with a big ego, it's very hard for you to tell them. Once I feel like with Lux, once he feels like, oh, this is it, he's not going to change his mind. But with Hollow, he had to teach Lux, like, no, we should probably do it this way.
Nah, baby, we got to get
this way will hit harder than us doing it that way. And you know what I'm saying? It's just different styles.
Yeah, they definitely.
And Lux has an ego. We ain't going to act like Lux ain't got no ego.
Listen, man, anyone who's in this game, or anyone who's an athlete, or anyone who's a super competitor, which all of these guys are, there's some level of ego there because it has to drive you to want to be the best, even when you're sleeping, even when there's no apparent threat around. Like all these guys got egos
Lux,
for sure.
I mean, he know he a go. He know he probably on, the mushroom, whatever that mountain is.
Mushrooms?
Rushmore.
Mount Rushroom.
Mount Mushrooms.
I would love to see Loaded Lux battle on Mushroom.
Rushmore. Okay. He know he on that big ass, stupid ass mountain. And he know that he's like a god to a lot of people. So with that comes with ego. So with that comes with I know what's best.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're working on with a team, sometimes the other person's idea is better than yours.
Mm-hmm. You got to concede.
And that's hard to kind of convince somebody like a Lux who, is a god in this sport. Hey, I think we should do it this way. But Shine and DNA just work so good with each other.
That's a fact. And we know that Loaded Lux and
Hollow
the Dawn,
understated.
They still got some kinks to work out. I know it was short, practice, short turnaround time because Surf couldn't make it. So, maybe we throw a little bit of their inconsistencies in that battle due to that short prep time. But,
true.
Shine and DNA, they've been doing this for years, man. Like, it's a conversation. And NWX going to want to talk to them, man, because how many people get a chance to battle Loaded Lux? And for them to do it on a 2-on-2 and really show their ass, like, they ain't going to drop that opportunity at all.
The most special part about the battle, I think, is just the mirror act of it all, right? It was like Hollow and DNA. Yeah. There was that mentorship Queens, like he was like a top tier while DNA was coming up. Right. Lux and Shine, not necessarily mentorship there, but like
Harlem
there was
respect.
There's that Harlem respect, and that's kind of like one of your lead figures. Like Lux is a top tier, and Shine and DNA are like at the same age, climbing the ranks. And now, you get a chance, because obviously Shine wants to battle Hollow, DNA wants to battle Lux, but both those guys also want to do one more 2-on-2. So you kind of get to knock all the birds out in one stone like that. You get to have Hollow battle DNA and Shine, right? And then Shine battle Lux and Hollow. So Harlem, Queens. This is a pretty interesting dynamic.
Yeah, that's the part that's going to be. That's the part that's going to be the most interesting to me, because I know DNA and Hollow said that they would never do a 1-on-1, battling one another just because of that Queen's respect, and they came up through the battle rap ranks pretty much together. But now, when you get a chance to talk shit, sometimes you might start hearing some bars that you weren't expecting to hear, and then them surprises come out and all that, and it's like, oh, this is the route that you're going. I didn't expect this to happen. So, and we know that Loaded Lux is good for that also, because truth be told, Charlie Clips thought like, hey man, we gonna go get this bag, Lux. We gonna put on for Harlem. And Loaded Lux said, oh no, my brother.
I got receipts.
I got plans, my man.
Right. I have to pull the receipts out on you.
And he caught Clips by surprise.
Oh, he was so mad.
That relationship has been strained to this day.
Really?
Yeah. Clips was like, I'm not even gonna try to lie. Like, it really ain't the same, because he would record at Clips' house. They were mad tight, see each other on the block all the time. And he's like, yo, we went to go get this bag. And you could have said anything, but come on, man. Like, why we had to do this? And he's just like, yo, you know what? With Rex, it's like, okay, cool, but you trying to bury me out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got family out here. You bringing this guy to the stage. Like, you're doing way too much, bro. Like, you doing too much. And he's just like, hey, we can see each other, be cool, all that, but it's just like, you ain't coming over.
You ain't coming to the crib no more.
Nah, I won't see you for Kwanzaa.
Can't come over no more.
That's a fact.
My grandma says you can't come over
no more. Ain't no more place for you.
Like, who that there, that Muslim? He ain't coming up here. He can't come up here.
No, grandma said you can't, and that's word.
Nah, but
she ain't rocking with you right now.
What grandma says is law. No, but that's one battle though. I'd definitely be down. That's a 2-on-2 that I will wait to watch, man, with heavy anticipation.
I think that's the end of the road for NWX and for Loaded Hollows. I mean, there's nobody else really for them to take, I guess, right? Like,
wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Who would you suggest?
Forgetting.
Who would you suggest?
Hoffa and Tez. They've been wanting to battle NWX for the longest. They were so upset they wasn't on Double Impact. Remember?
Yeah. They wanted it to be on URL. They I think they did it out in bullpen.
But that's this ass.
Millie Rock on you.
Millie Rock.
Nah, Vlad. You're doing it all wrong, man. You gotta synchronize swimming on them.
Jump.
Why did they both do it so bad though? Not even one of them could do it right.
It made it that much better though, man. Like, if they would have did it well, it would have never lived in infamy. But now they've got a moment, They
do. But no, like, real talk though, like, I know Hoffa and Tez, they were really upset. I remember that. They were upset when they released the card for Double Impact and they weren't on it. And they was also saying that they should get NWX.
Right.
They feel like they're better than NWX. I'm not saying I agree, but that's what they're saying.
I hear you. They're going to have to put in some work to make that happen, because we all know between the shenanigans that's going on between Beasley and Mav Hoffa, it might be a while before we see that brother on that stage until they can all get it together and make it happen, Captain. Beasley got to get on the show, or they got to get Mav on one of their shows and make it happen and talk this thing out.
Well, Rex ain't happy about I don't know. Rex said that Mav chopped up his expert opinion part where he was talking about Beasley. He said he edited to make it more than what it really was.
Make it
I don't know what the story is.
Oh, we know what the story is. They've all talked about it, and it's all out there, but that's just a little too much tea for this episode. You know what I'm saying? We'll do another Too Mean to Stream episode for that one, where you can sign up for the Patreon.
Be piping hot.
You know what I'm saying? So sign up to the Patreon and go get that turd. You heard? Word, France, what else we got up in here, player?
I think that's all we got for today, man.
That's what we got for today, playboy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Battle Rap Brunch with Cece. Cece, let everyone know where they can follow you at, listen to you on the radio. Let the people know them.
Well, you can follow me on social media everywhere at CC On Air. That's CECE On Air. Okay, not Sierra, like CICI. No, it's CECE On Air. And if you're in Ohio, or if you want to listen to me on the radio, you can just download the Power 107.5 app. If you're in Columbus, obviously put it on 107.5 in your car, or you can listen on Alexa and just say whatever, activate Power 107.5.
There you go.
However those little speakers work, which I don't buy because the feds is listening.
Hello, and our phones are listening because I'm pretty sure.
Well, the feds already know how I feel. So if they want to come get me, now is the time. We're
going to get all kinds of Canadian Detroit references on our phones now, France. It's going to be looking crazy.
I've been saying for years, if the feds wanted me, they could have got me when I got my first cell phone when I was in high school. I was talking reckless.
Hello.
I was a savage back in the day. So if they wanted me, they could have came and got me by now.
For that 10 or 4. And everyone, if you're listening, Go subscribe to the show wherever you're listening to this at. Follow the show at LTBR Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me at Program V on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time, everybody, be safe, wash your hands, and wash your ass. Stay Rona free, y'all. Peace. 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 Peace.